I'm live. Hopefully everything is working out. Cool. Um, thank God I got everything set up. What an absolute nightmare trying to set this up when I haven't done it in so long. Cool. Yeah, cool. It's very warm. I have a feeling my laptop's going to die of heat stroke very soon, but we shall persevere until that happens, much like life. Of course, I'm only eating the crunchiest food known to man, but there you go. Okay, I have a lot of work to get done. I have a lot of reading to do, a lot of writing to do. So I gotta get some stuff done. Stephen is here. Stephen said, hello, how was your day? Hello, Stephen. My day is going quite good. I met a cat today, so I'm very happy. I'm weirdly sleeping like a regular human being, so that's cool. How has your day been, Stephen? Are you reading anything interesting at the moment? Alan is here. Hello, Alan. Thank you so much for popping in. What is up? I almost had to go without my headphone mic because I couldn't find the connector. That would have been an absolute shit show once again, but I've managed to find a spare one, so thank God for that. It was an absolute nightmare trying to get everything set up though, because I haven't done this in so long. Like, I haven't even used my camera in so long, so trying to find all the wires and remember how everything's connected and how I'm supposed to do everything was a bit of a nightmare, but thankfully I gave myself a little extra time to get everything done, so it happened. It worked out for some reason. The gods are on my side. It is really warm here in Ireland, in Dublin. I think it's actually supposed to be like thunderstorms, so might hear that. Ah, Horror Gardener is here. Hello. I have been enjoying your channel for a while. Uh, at work, but still listening. Cool. Thank you so much for jumping in. I really need to catch up on everyone else's channels and videos as well, because while I wasn't making videos myself, I also wasn't like on YouTube watching other people's videos because it just kind of made me anxious that I wasn't making my own. So I have I have like a whole list of videos that I have to go through and watch everyone's videos again. So I have a lot to do, but thankfully this weekend I have been asked to dog sit for my friends. They have 2 dogs. They wanted to pay me for this, but they're giving me free dog therapy, so I'm not taking any money. But I think I'll have plenty of time to watch everyone's videos then and get back into everything on YouTube. Oh, yeah, I am really worried about my laptop though. Um, the keys are literally just falling off. Well, I took them off to try and clean it and broke most of them. So, you know, that's on me. I really should be saving up to get a new one soon. Steven says his day is going good. He's reading How to Sell a Haunted House by Grady Hendrix. Yes, you said that before. Yeah, I don't actually know what that book is about. I still haven't read any of my whoops, unplugged it. Any of my Grady Hendrix books. I have like 3 of them downstairs and I just haven't read them yet because I kind of want to read them all together for some reason, like do a Grady Hendrix video or like I don't know why, I just have that in my head. How to Sell Haunted House by Grady Hendrix is about, well, it's not telling me what it's about. Cool. I think I have Horror Store, I have I think it's got oranges on the cover. Southern Book Club's Guide to something. I have something else as well by him. Uh, why does Goodreads just love to log me out for no reason? Fine. Mm, mm-hmm. So it kind of seems like a classic kind of ghost story house. A woman is trying to sell her family home, but the house doesn't want to be sold. That is, that's cool. I one of my favorite things in the whole world is the haunted house stories. So I'm definitely, if I like his writing, I'll definitely check that one out. I found out about a book today. Um, Someone who's been commenting on my videos, Cassie Hart, has is actually an author, and she just started her own booktube channel a few months ago, which I didn't know about. Um, and she has a book called Butcher Bird, which is set in New Zealand, where she's from, and is about like a haunted house family situation. So that went straight on my TBR list. So I definitely want to check that one out soon. So I'm excited. I have so many books to read, obviously, but it's kind of complicated now because my only job, my only source of income right now is doing beta reading on Fiverr, which is just reading constantly, uh, which is fantastic. I'm not complaining about that. That's exactly what I want to do. But it does leave very little time for recreational reading because anytime I pick up a book just for fun, I'm like, oh, I should be doing the one that I'm actually getting paid to read. So I need to work out some scheduling for my recreational reading. I think definitely help me out for that. So yeah, I have like 2 Fiverr things that I would like to get done today, but I don't think I'm going to. Um, One of them is like a really long novel. It's a horror thriller crime thing about gangs, and there's a bit of a black magic mixed in there as well. That's like 130,000 words, I think. And the other one is a selection of a short story collection, which is only about 15,000 words. So it'd be nice to get those done at least by tomorrow. I was worried for a while there that because I wasn't getting any orders in. Um, and of course, I thought, well, that's it. That's my career finished. I have to get a day job again. But thankfully, I just got like 5 or 6 in the last week. So that's, I'm very happy because I still have rent to pay. I also got someone who contacted me on Fiverr asking me to voice their stories, do like audio, which is unusual. I wasn't expecting that. Not with this accent, at least. But hey, I'll give it a go. If someone's willing to pay me, that's fine by me. Cool, cool, cool. So yeah, it's still weirdly bright here. like it's still full sunlight outside, which is, I know it happens every year, but it's still very strange to me that it's like it's after 9 p.m. and I feel like you could still go to the beach. Very bizarre. So yeah, what am I reading at the minute? I did start reading The Runes by Scott Smith uh, on my way over to France to visit a friend actually, and it's about people on holiday and things go wrong. So that was fun. But yeah, I started reading The Ruins. Literally only a few pages in. Interesting so far. I do want to finish it so that I can watch the movies as well, or the movie as well. So I'll hopefully get that done soon. Uh, yeah, Alan says summer's not conducive to horror. Well, it really depends. I don't know, because Midsommar the movie, that was all done in sunlight, and that was terrifying. And if I push back my curtain right now and there was a demon standing out there in the middle of the day, that could potentially be scarier than nighttime because they're not supposed to be there. I think there's definitely something to be said for people feeling safety in daylight hours and feeling like, haha, I made it through the night, so nothing can hurt me. But then you get stabbed anyway, so that's fun. Oh, cool. It's weird. My camera's here, but my laptop is here, so I can see myself. So it's weird. I should really, I should set things up better. If you could see my bed right now, my bed is over here, and it is stacked full of crap because I cleared off my floor. I don't know how the big like streamers and stuff do it because they always seem to have it like behind their laptop and stuff, but I just don't have room. Even like I don't know. I don't know how they do it and still have a cool background and stuff. I guess they're not renting, so they can actually put things on the wall. Unlike us, poor plebeians. Yeah. Has anything has anything been happening on BookTube since I haven't really been on? I of course did hear about poor Pax, which just like what can you say? I didn't know her personally, and so I didn't really feel comfortable like making a big like a post or anything about it. But yeah, that was messed up. Um, she, oof, yeah, that's just shitty. Um, so that was not great news to hear, but I'm seeing a lot of like ripples in the booktube community from her, sort of continuing to spread her good vibes and her kindness about, so that's good. Um, haven't heard any other major updates from other booktubers, other horror tubers recently, so I guess that's a good thing. You know, no news is good news, I suppose. Cool. There are a few people, like smaller channels that I want to. I started making another list today, so I want to do another shout out video for smaller channels, because I'm sure in the last couple of months that I've been off, I'm sure that there have been new people who have joined and new people who have started channels and stuff. So have to check out the newbies. So that's cool. Oh, yeah. I don't think I've showed these in any of my videos. My friend makes cool things, and I bought this cool little bat off her. Isn't that absolutely adorable? She made that herself, and when she sent me this, which I paid her for, she sent me a little freebie, which is possibly the most delightful thing I've ever seen in my life. It is the tiniest pumpkin, a little crocheted pumpkin that I just think is the most adorable thing ever. I mean, look at that. That's art right there. I I have loads of crochet like project kits and stuff, but I'm so terrified to start any of them because I can't sew anything, and I know they're just gonna turn out an absolute shambles. I have like a pumpkin set and a ghost set, but my pumpkin's not gonna turn out anything like that. So I don't know. I'm scared. I'm scared to start. I should probably wait until my wrist heals anyway before I start anything. But I have been really craving doing something with my hands for some reason, like making something, crocheting, sewing, building something. I don't know. Um, but then, of course, now is the time that I can't actually do any of those things. Oh, Lord. Yeah, so in the last while, what have I been at? I've kind of been just waiting for my stupid day job to tell me that I'm officially finished. I'm still not. I'm still for some reason getting 30 € every week, and they keep telling me that like I owe them money because they're overpaying me, and I'm just like, stop paying me then. That would be the logical thing to do. So I don't know what's going on there. I think I just had like a mental block from that still lingering on. So I felt like I couldn't like focus on other stuff, but now I've decided to ignore it because it's driving me crazy. So in the past while, I've just been doing my Fiverr stuff. Not been doing much else. I have started new like book talk, like TikTok. I had a TikTok for just nonsense stuff, but I've just started a new book related one, writing related one, which I've been uploading daily little flash fictions, and I'm going to be doing book reviews and stuff on there. And obviously, I'm hoping to promote my Fiverr gig on there as well. So I'm really trying to lean into doing a lot more like social media stuff. I've been doing like Instagram reels as well, which is strange. Never done those before. But hopefully all of this can lead to not just more like Fiverr stuff, but also I'm hoping to get a book published by the end of the year. So hopefully it will like grow the audience of that, and people can buy it once I actually get it done. Dear Lord. Whew. It is so warm in here. Okay, I think I'm gonna start a little productivity sprint. I'm gonna do 15 minutes to start with, 15 minutes of reading on my part. Let me know what you're doing, if you're doing reading or writing. At the minute, I'm just reading, and I don't have to make too many notes on this, thankfully, so it should be cool. Steven says, I wish I could show you all the books that I have read. If you have a Goodreads, you could find me on Goodreads. You might not have a Goodreads though. But hey, you can just let me know what you've been reading in the last few months. I will definitely take a look at all the books. So yeah, I'm gonna go do a 20-minute timer. Dun, 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 dun. Oh no, 15 minutes. I'm gonna do 15 minutes Yeah. Are you just not going to work? Of course. Do 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 do. Okay, now you're working. Thank the Lord. Okay, I'm gonna do 15 minutes of reading for myself and hopefully get a few chapters more of this done tonight. Okie dokie. I got a few chapters done there, so I'm quite happy with that. There's very short chapters though. Stephen has said the first time I was watching your videos, you had red hair. That is true. I had to watch one of my videos yesterday because someone commented on it. It was one where I was talking about The Dead Zone by Stephen King, and someone said something, and I couldn't remember. I could barely even remember the book, never mind what I'd said in the video. And so I watched the video again. It's just so strange. I think it was from like 3 years ago, which is weird. But yeah, my hair's gone through a lot of different iterations, from long to short, from red to whatever. It doesn't matter what I dye my hair, it always ends up red. That's just what my hair likes to be. And never mind the wigs and stuff. I was realizing I can almost make like a little ponytail now. So it's growing out. I don't know about the mullet. It's not really my thing, but I'm just gonna deal with it until it's no longer a mullet. I also realized that I completely forgot. I have a little ghost. Whoops. What way is that supposed to go? I have a little ghost behind my ear that I got tattooed. And it's another one. Like, I have wings on the back of my neck as well that I always forget about because I can't see them until someone points them out, and I'm confused. But I have a little ghosty back there, which was done by the same person who did my mushroom skull coffin. So it's very cool. But yeah, a lot has changed. I've been doing this since 2000 and oh yeah, I started my channel on the 1st of January 2020. So I had like 2 months of cool, and then the world turned upside down. And actually, I'm pretty glad that I had this to do, because otherwise I might have just lost my mind. I ended up reading so many books, and it was like a good way to like take my mind off the stresses of the real world at the time. So I'm actually really happy. It's real good forward thinking on my part to start the channel back then. So I'm pretty happy with that. So yeah, I just did 15 minutes of reading, got through a few chapters of that. It's very dialogue heavy. Normally I'm more I'm asking for more dialogue, but this is like almost just entirely dialogue. And I'm not sure how well it works. I think for action scenes it works quite well, but a lot of this isn't full on action, so I don't know, I'll have to have a think about that. What is everyone else doing? Are you this evening? Are you reading? Are you writing? Are you watching a movie? I don't know. I just watched all of the Insidious movies because the new one is out and I need to go see the new one soon. Uh, it's interesting watching them again, and I watched them in chronological order of the story rather than when they came out. And you can really see that they have been planning all of this for a very long time. Like, there's so many little Easter eggs in all of the movies for like the next ones, and like yeah, they're actually I've always kind of liked them, but on a rewatch recently, I think they're a lot better than I previously thought. So I'm excited to see the new one that's coming out. I think there's some other good horror movies coming out as well. There's a Five Nights at Freddy's with Josh Hutcherson in it. I never like played the games or anything, uh, but it actually looks kind of decent. I think there was something else that was coming out soon as well that I was excited about. Alan says he loves Insidious, truly creepy ghost. Yeah, I remember when it first came out and like the red faced demon and like that jump scare that was like real, like messed up. Um, yeah, whenever they showed him having goat feet though, like I know that's very kind of standard for demon, but it's kind of a bit like cheesy for me or something. I don't know. But now when I watch those movies back, like all of them, some of the acting in those movies is just fantastic. There's a little girl at the start of one of the movies who is just amazing. There's one of the ghosts is like a crazy mother and she's like screaming at everybody and that actress just goes all out. Just absolutely terrifying. I think Patrick Wilson as well is a really good actor. I always feel conflicted with him though because the first thing I saw him in was Hard Candy with Elliot Page. So he's like locked into my mind as like an evil guy. So when I see him like playing the part of a good guy, I'm always a little bit suspicious of his characters, unfortunately. But I think he's a really good actor. What was I looking up? Oh yeah, horror movies 2023. Yeah, New Insidious. I also saw The Pope's Exorcist recently, which has Russell Crowe in it. Um, I do like Russell Crowe, and his character in it is quite funny. Although I do believe the guy he's playing, the real life guy, um, I don't think I'd like him too much. The the movie does kind of um, how could I say, takes a lot of the blame off the Catholic Church for doing the things it's done. Basically blames uh like the Spanish Inquisition on a guy being possessed by the devil, so it's not actually the Catholic Church's fault, which did have me rolling my eyes quite a bit. I also saw. Has anyone seen Renfield? I saw Renfield, um, which was good. I really like Nicholas Hoult. I don't like Nicolas Cage, but for something like this, I think he did well. He was very over the top, dramatic thespian of Dracula. I think that went well. Alan says there is a new Dracula movie coming out soon called The Last Voyage of the Demeter and is about the ship that brought Dracula to England. Looking forward to that. I have not heard of that. The Last Voyage of the Demeter. Ooh, that looks creepy. Okay. I ah, we've got an Irish lad, Liam Cunningham. Viggo Mortensen's in it. Cool. David Dastmalchian. I think he's a good actor. Noomi Rapace is in it as well. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. I haven't heard of that. That definitely looks like something I would get behind. I've been meaning to rewatch like the old Dracula's recently as well. Um, like the one with Keanu Reeves in it, because you know it's Keanu Reeves. I think the thing about Renfield as well, I saw some people like reviewing it online, and they were like complaining because in the movie, for Nicholas Holt's character Renfield to get powers, he has to like eat bugs, and they're like, "That's so ridiculous. That's so stupid. Where did they come up with that?" And you're like, "It's in the original Dracula. That's." That's what I'm like, in case you didn't know. So I was trying not to be a know-it-all literary nerd. But yeah, the Voyage of the Demeter. I've never heard of the Demeter before. But it's probably in the book now that you mention it. But yeah, I definitely want to watch that. I don't know. I think Dracula's. I'm getting a feeling that Dracula's coming back. This happens in like movies a lot, and normally it's like there's these trends. Like normally it's when something like comes into the public domain, so everyone can jump on and make stuff about it. Like a few years ago, there were like 4 movies in a year about Snow White. What was that about? And like I think a couple of years ago, there were like 3 movies that came out at the same time about Winston Churchill, like doing Winston Churchill biopics. And now I feel like there's a lot of Draculas coming out, and vampires have always been my favorite, so I shouldn't really complain. I do apologize about the eating. My housemate was making dinner right before I had to get set up for this, so I couldn't make any food. But thankfully, then both my housemates left, so I don't have to worry about talking too loud, which is good. Um, so yeah, that was the last movies that I watched. I do have to get to see the new one. Oh, I also watched the new Evil Dead movie, which was very good. Now, I saw loads of videos on TikTok about people talking about a cheese grater. So I was waiting for like something really crazy to happen with a cheese grater in the movie, but then I watched it and I was like, oh, they used it exactly how you would imagine they would use a cheese grater in a horror movie. But uh really good movie. I quite liked it. Yeah. And I really like the other um Evil Dead from a few years ago as well. So I'm liking what they're doing with it, because like the whole Evil Dead thing is like a demon that just thrives on like chaos and destruction and just ridiculousness. So I quite like that. Okay, I think we're gonna go for another 15 minutes. Get another couple of chapters read in this. I'm currently on page 100 and it's 338 pages, so I feel I shall be reading for another while this evening after I finish this live. Uh, cool. So I'm gonna do 15 minutes. And once I mute, I can also eat my crisps. Okay, that harp actually scares crap out of me when that happens. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. I got a few more chapters done there. I like it when I can get to the very end of the chapter. I'm not stuck in the middle of the chapter. Cool. Lots of murder, weird black magic in the story that I'm reading. What is everyone else up to? I'm trying to think what other jobs I have to do this week. I think most of the jobs I've gotten so far have been either fantasy or like thriller. I have gotten a few horror, but not so many. I do really want to get my novella published by the end of this year. So maybe that's what I'll do this weekend. Once I get caught up a little on my work stuff, I'm gonna sit down and actually write the next part of my novella. I've already brought like the first chunk of it to my writing group and like redone some stuff with their advice, and they seem to quite like the second iteration of it. So I am hoping to get it done and hopefully be able to give them the whole thing at some point, which will be cool. Because they're always very helpful with advice and stuff on my writing. Oh, it's actually getting kind of dark outside now. It's after 10. That's absolutely crazy. Okay. I think once I'm done with this, I really have to eat properly. I think both of my friends, my housemates, are off rock climbing. What's with rock climbing? Why is everyone rock climbing now? It used to be hiking, and they do like hiking too, but in the last few months, there's weird rock climbing shoes and chalk all over the house. They're just everyone's obsessed with like rock climbing. I feel like I always miss the memo on these trends. So yeah, as usual, this is probably the most work I've gotten done in a while. So I'm thinking. I know I say this all the time, but I'm thinking I might make this a regular thing. Like maybe like every Tuesday and Thursday for like 2 hours a night, maybe I will go live and chat to people and get some work done. That might actually be the best thing for me because it really does motivate me. Even when there's like generally there's always one or two people that jump in, which I'm very appreciative of. But even if no one's there, like I feel like because the camera's on me, there's a lot of psychological things going on there, but I feel like I actually need to do something. So I think it would be very productive of me if I did this more often. So I might make that like a standing thing where I go live on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Yeah, and I'll either be doing my Fiverr work or my own writing. So that would be cool if I had like actual videos of me finishing my novella or whatever. That would actually be cool, I think. Yeah. I don't know if you heard that. I don't know what that was. Alrighty then. Let me just check. Do. Oh yeah, today's the 11th. Okay. Yeah, cool. I think I shall do that. I'm gonna stay on here. Hopefully, I'm gonna try and stay on for another. I'm gonna do 2 hours, so I'll be on until 11 p.m. my time. I think sticking to 2 hours is good, and also my ancient laptop. Ooh, maybe 1.5 just for today, because I don't know about this. This is very uncomfortably warm, so I don't know if it's gonna. Oh, that's very warm. Okay. Okay. Just for today, because I had it on for ages while I was trying to set up. I had it on for like an extra hour. Uh, I'm gonna do an hour and a half, and then I'll be back on Thursday for 2 hours. So I'm gonna do another 20 minutes here, get another good chunk done, and then I'll be back for a chat and to close off. So I'll put up another 20 minutes. Mm-hmm. Cool. Forgot to unmute my mic. Cool. So that is the last 20-minute sprint. Yeah, while that was happening, I realized that I spelled live stream wrong in the thumbnail for this. So that's cool. Yeah, that's not embarrassing at all. Awesome. Yeah, one thing I'm noticing a lot in the stuff that I'm reading for Fiverr is it's very easy to get confused with timing. Like people want to like jump back into memories and stuff a lot and like go back and forward in time, but you gotta do it a certain way. Otherwise, I don't know when things are happening and I don't know how old this character is supposed to be or whatever. So that's a little note I have to make on that. Yeah, I got a good chunk done. I think I went just from being on here, I went from like 80 to 124 pages of reading that I had to do. So I'm quite happy with that. So I've got another 200 left for this. I'll be sure to be on to the next thing when I go live again on Thursday. But yeah, I think I am done. Thank you so much to everyone who joined, Alan and Stephen and the Horror Gardener. Whenever you jumped in, thank you so much for joining me. I will have another video up possibly on Friday, but I'll definitely be going live again on Thursday. And yeah, I think this might be my new thing to get all my work done on time. I think this would be a good, like, instead of working 9 to 5, I can just work a couple of hours on a Tuesday and Thursday, maybe, and it would work well for me. So cool. Thanks so much for dropping in and spending some time with me. I will be back very soon, hopefully with a better setup because I don't like this angle. I'll figure out a better way to do it next time. But I better give my poor old decrepit laptop a little break because it is melting right now. Thank you. I shall see you guys very soon on Thursday.